In this video, we're going to talk about how Keyword Organizer works with WordPress, particularly how Keyword Organizer is able to create a WordPress compatible document, a document that has all of the basic elements of a WordPress post. Now, of course, you don't have to use WordPress to use Keyword Organizer, but if you do use WordPress, then it's pretty cool because you'll be able to export your content directly into a WordPress install. So if you're watching this video, then you might already be familiar with content creation in WordPress. Basically, a WordPress post has 5 major elements. The title, this is just the title of your article. The permalink, that's the little bunch of text that makes up your URL. The publication date, that's the date you want your post to go live. The category, it's just the category you've made for the group of posts. The content, just the article itself. The excerpt. A lot of people don't use the excerpt, but they should. If you're not familiar with the excerpt, it's just this little white box where you insert a few lines of text. And in most WordPress themes, this text will be used to create your meta description. The meta description is just this little sequence of black characters that Google puts below the link on their search results page. So it's good to fill out some appealing text here because you can hopefully write something there that the user is going to want and that lures them in to click on your website. Okay, so how does Keyword Organizer handle these elements? So this is pretty simple. When you start laying out your content plan in Keyword Organizer, you start off by simply making a new category. So these little green icons represent the categories in the software, and so we'll make a new one. And our demo website was about low-carb diet, so let's just name our first category low-carb dieting. And then to make a new article in the category, we'll just click on the little paper icon, and let's say we wanted to make an article about low-carb snacks. So we'll just type a quick article title here to start off with. And so just real quick, at this point, we'd probably want to assign a few snack keywords to our article. And this process is described more in our other videos, but I'll just throw a few keywords in there, that I would assume we'd want to eventually target in this content. Okay, and then we'll start making our content. So you can see this layout should be pretty familiar to you. On the top, we have this black text, and that is, of course, the title, which you can edit here as well. And then you'll notice this little green text, that's the permalink, and it's auto-generated using the same rules that WordPress uses. It makes the letters lowercase and replaces the spaces with hyphens, etc. So, of course, you can insert keywords here as well if you want to. The permalink is very important in SEO and should generally surmise your article with just a few words. And then we have the publication date, which you can just click on and assign any date you want. And next to that, we have the WordPress excerpt. This usually becomes the meta description depending on your WordPress theme. And here you just type a couple lines that would kind of beckon a web surfer to click on your link as opposed to the other links in the Google search results page. So I worked really hard to try to make this interface as intuitive as absolutely possible. You may have noticed this layout here looks kind of familiar because this is pretty much the standard format that the search engines follow. See, you have the title, the URL, the date, and the meta description. I tried to follow the same formatting in Keyword Organizer. It's pretty similar. Okay, and then below all of this, we have the article content itself. Here you just type in any HTML you want. So at this point, as explained in the other videos, we want to just make sure that our keyword phrases are present in the elements of our article. And we can verify that by examining the color of the keyword phrase. Black means it's not there. Orange means just the word from the phrase is there. And green means that the entire keyword phrase is located in the article. So we'd want to make sure we get most of our keywords into our document in some form or another. And then we'd move on to the next article. So let's just speed up this process and repeat our steps real quick. Okay, so when our website is completely done and ready to go, we simply click the Export to WordPress button, and Keyword Organizer will generate a CSV file that WordPress can read with the CSV importer plugin. And that's it. So in this fashion, we can lay out a complete content strategy. We can create, organize, and publish the content of an entire SEO optimized website, all from one piece of software.